next on the list, the Vancouver Canucks, who people love to talk about their contracts. Not a lot of good here, but he has a really good one. Connor Garland, $12.3 million surplus in value over 5 years. He is Connor Garland, like a $7 million player. My quick math. Okay. Like,
I know a lot of people were happy with Connor Garland being included in that Coyotes deal.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, like you look at his numbers last year, 39 points in 49 games. Year before that, 39 points in 68 games. He's a guy that's getting better. He's only 25 years old. I don't think he's a $7 million player, but I think maybe the way that Dom did this model, he's saying that over the course of his how many more years is he signed for?
He's got a 5-year deal.
Okay, so he's on a 5-year deal. So yeah, maybe over the course of the contract, he just views Garland as like, yeah, that's for 4.9 million over the next 5 years. I'm just looking at cap friendly right now. So yeah, I think he thinks that he's just going to continue to get better based on how he's progressed so far early in his career. But yeah, that's kind of a stretch to say that Connor Garland is a $7 million player. I think that's a little bit too high there, Lepore.
Yeah, I mean, after that, it's pretty well all negative for the Vancouver Canucks. Tanner Pearson, who I know Canucks fans love to hate on, $5.3 million overpay over 3 years. That makes him about a $1.5 million player. And here we go. So where it gets ugly for the Canucks. On D, you got Tucker Poolman, Tyler Myers, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson. According to Dom's model, these are like entry level players.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. He has them all as D contracts. Like he graded them all like A, B, C. He's got them as D+, D-, D-.
And like Poolman's got 4 years left. Myers has got 3. And Larson has how many years left? Like 17.
Yeah.
Forever. Like
he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more years at 7.3 million.
There you go. Like brutal Vancouver. Oh my God. And that was a weird deal. Like, I mean, they got rid of a couple bad contracts to take on that bad contract. So debate all day about that one, Vancouver Canucks fans. And let us know what you think about what Dom Luszczyszyn thinks about the blue line in Vancouver. Beautiful city though. Vancouver. Beautiful city.
Yeah. And Lepore, it's going to get interesting there because they got to pay Pedersen. They got to pay Quinn Hughes.
That's the one.
And like you're looking at comparables. I don't want to say Quinn Hughes is as good as Cale Makar. Let's say he's a tier below, Cale Makar. But I'm sure he's looking at that Makar contract and being like, I want something sort of in this ballpark. Like maybe, not $9 million a year, but I want $7 to $8 million a year. And Pedersen, who's a phenomenal centerman, like they got some money to dish out to these guys.
Yeah.
So having some of these terrible contracts on the books, especially on the back end, yeah, that's not a great situation. And I know a lot of Vancouver fans have been frustrated with how Jim Benning has run this team and what they've been doing over the last few seasons, but
they hate him there.
Yeah, like, they got some star players up front and Quinn Hughes on the blue line, but you mix in some of these brutal contracts. And I know they got rid of some, bringing in Oliver Ekman-Larsson in that Coyotes deal, but man, they still got some issues on this cap sheet.
As far as the other big names on the Canucks, like Besser, JT Miller, like Bo Horvat, all those guys, he's pretty well got them as fair deals. So if Kazone is running about those names,
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, and those are again like not shocked that you see how much those guys make, and yeah, that makes sense.